So last Saturday, my friends and I decided to have a Monopoly night, which is basically our version of group therapy with more yelling and fewer positive outcomes. Everything started out pretty normal. Pizza, a couple drinks, the usual accusations of bank fraud before we even finished handing out the cash. About 20 minutes in, Gary landed on Baltic Avenue and immediately started referring to it as his investment portfolio, which we all ignored because Gary once tried to sell us shares in his fantasy football team. Things got weird when I landed on Baltic and owed him rent. Instead of just taking my $4, Gary pulled out a tiny folder labeled Official Lease Agreement and demanded I sign it. He even had a pen with his face on it. I laughed it off, but he insisted, pointing out some obscure monopoly rule about binding agreements, which I'm 90% sure he just made up. To be fair, this is the same guy who brings his own dice and once tried to short sell Boardwalk. By hour 2, Gary had apparently hired a legal counsel. His cousin Dave, who showed up in a suit and tie, holding a briefcase full of Cheez-Its. Dave started quoting legal jargon and objecting every time someone tried to trade properties without notarized consent. The game devolved into a full-on courtroom drama, with my friend Lisa acting as the judge by banging a gavel, a soup ladle, and yelling, "Order in the court," every time someone reached for the community chest. Long story short, we ended up in actual small claims court on Monday morning because Gary filed a complaint over an unlawful occupation of Baltic Avenue. The judge was not amused, especially when Dave tried to offer Cheez-Its as evidence. In the end, I lost. Turns out, possession is 9/10 of the law, but apparently in Monopoly, it's just $4 and a lifetime ban from family game night.